Where's Joshua?
Welcome back to Sweaty Brickafit.
Yeah, why are you sweating?
Because we don't have the air conditioner on because it messes with the audio.
It's not that hot.
I know, but...
You're sweating like a pig.
I know. Alright, anyway. Today we're talking about the German Jagdpanzer. Jagdpanzer?
What's it? Panther thing.
Jagdpanzer?
Yeah, there you go.
Jagdpanzer?
Yeah.
Jagdpanzer, Hetzer.
Sometimes known as the Jagdpanzer.
No, I thought it was Jagdpanzer.
It is. I was making a joke, son. It's a joke, son.
Alright.
It looks like Jagdpanzer.
Jagdpanzer.
But it's...
Yeah. Jagd. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, we're going to give a review of this awesome, beautiful kit. It was originally a kit, but we got the instructions for it. And we're going to let you know if you should buy it. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, well, I don't know if this minifigure would be historically accurate, so it's just there to add coolness. So, anyway, this is the Hetzer?
It's the...
Hetzer Jagdpanzer.
It's the Jagdpanzer 38. It was nicknamed the Hetzer by the troops during World War II, but it officially was never called that by the German High Command. And after the war, the nickname sort of became really popular.
So what does Hetzer mean?
It's an interesting word. There's really no word in English that fully encapsulates the German meaning, but it means roughly baiter, chaser, or agitator. The idea being the Jagdpanzer 38, Jagdpanzer 38 being a light tank destroyer. It was like going out on a hunt, chasing down a rabbit or a fox or a squirrel, or baiting an animal to come and eat when you shoot him. And these tanks were used a lot of in an ambush capacity. It was the Germans' main tank destroyer, and it served on all fronts. There's about 2,800 made. It had a very low profile. As you can see, this tank is a lot smaller than most, and that was deliberate by design, because it made them very difficult to hit and also very easy to conceal. They were only about 6 foot 10 inches tall in real life. They didn't start seeing action until 1944. They were a lot cheaper and quicker to build than a Panzer IV, a Panther, or a Tiger, so the Germans kicked them out as fast as they could, and they were very, very effective. They had really good front armor, the back and the sides not so much, and so basically from a strategic standpoint, you always wanted to have the tank facing the enemy, where if the enemy shot, you'd be shooting into that front armor, which could withstand most hits for most tanks that were on the battlefield. It had a 7.5 centimeter pack anti-tank gun, which was powerful enough to knock out pretty much any tank on the battlefield as well. Had a crew of 4, had an MG-34 up on top that swiveled, 110-mile range. The gun, weirdly, is on the right side, and you had 2 of the crew sitting to the left. And that was because of the way the tank was built. They wanted to keep it small as possible. The tank, the gun, as on this model, can go up and down, but it doesn't go to the left or right hardly at all. It doesn't do it at all on this model. In real life, it did maybe 5 degrees one way, 11 degrees the other way. So the way you aimed, you just kind of turned your tank to what you were shooting at.
Yeah.
In order to complete this build, we got the instructions off Brickmania.com from their electronic instructions. You're going to need a sticker pack. There's the German crosses there and a couple other things, the wheels and whatnot. You're going to need
back print,
1.5 wide track links, which run $30 for 150.
Yo.
And you're also going to need an MG-34 with a saddle.
You got a perfect caliber one, right?
No, I didn't, because I don't think there were any available at that time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. They would not use these things for the main attack. The other tanks would do that, but these bad boys would kind of get off on the side, they'd get hidden, and they would be ready to repel any counterattack. They were very effective at that. And that's it.
All right. Well, it's a pretty cool tank. It's fragile, which we'll get to that, right? It's pretty fragile.
Yeah, special features, I guess we should point out. You've got the ambush camo, which I think is pretty striking. It's got an elevating gun, which goes up and down. It does not go to the left or right. It's got a rotatable MG34 up here at the top that you can swing around. We're missing the armor. I didn't have the piece, but there should be one of these on the other side to give some protection to the gun. And it's got an opening roof hatch as well.
Okay, can we show that off?
Yeah. It's right here. We're gonna need to move the gun out of the way. And this comes up here and you can stick them in there.
Alright. So there that is. So really there's not much going on with this build, honestly. Like there's not a ton of features. You got the rotating, not rotating, but horizontal? Elevating turret, and then you got the swiveling gun and that little back hatch. But other than that, you're not really looking at a ton of features, but, you know, what else could they fit in there? I mean, it's not like you're going to get a good interior or anything like that, so, you know, that's that.
Correctamundo.
So, yeah.
So,
in terms of the build
was a little finicky for me. I don't know if I was having a bad week, but I just had some trouble following the directions, but I ultimately figured it out.
How long do you think it took you?
There's only 361 pieces, and I'm ashamed to say it probably took me over a period of a couple of days. I don't do it all at once. It probably took me a couple hours.
It took me 72 hours. No.
I just kept fouling up. I don't know why, and I think it was more me than the instructions. This kit originally came out in June of 2019 on Brickmania. It was designed by Andrew Summers, for those of you keeping score, things like that at home. So the build was a little finicky. We already talked about the features. Playability, it rolls.
It does?
Yes, probably not on this surface.
Surface?
Surface.
Yeah.
But
you're not rolling.
But it will roll.
Have you actually seen it roll?
Yeah, on a rug or something like that has...
You tested this?
Yes, I test everything for your fans.
I got that back on. Alright, well...
So, I guess we're to final thoughts.
Final thoughts? Well, I'm a big, huge sucker for the smaller tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, this really strikes home with me. I mean, I love small tanks. So, yeah, so I like it.
I like it too. There's a lot of history in this small tank, and this was actually the successor to the Martyr self-propelled tank gun that we've
done a review
in the past. I thought you might have one handy.
There it is. This is the Martyr 2, I believe, but it might be the Martyr 1. But this is the Omaha Bricks Winter Camo version, which is really cool, and you should go check out the review on our channel. And also, by the way, you might ought to subscribe.
Mm-hmm. That'd be wonderful.
That'd be actually incredible. Please subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. And also go follow me on Instagram. I post dope pictures and reels and updates and all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go follow me there.
You do.
So anyway, this is the Jagdpanzer. I would say overall it's a pretty Jagdpanzer.
The
Jagdpanzer. The Jagdpanzer. It's a pretty dope. It's a pretty cool tank. I would definitely recommend it. How much do you think the pieces cost?
You know, I really need to do better in being able to tell folks that.
You know, it's not like we're doing a review or anything.
You know, in order to save postage and handling, I'll order 3 or 4 parts for 3 or 4 kits at a time. But my guess is around maybe 70, 75, 80, but that would not include the track links or the
$80 just for that little thing?
Maybe 70, I don't know.
Mama.
60, I don't know.
Alright, so $30 for the track. Let's just call it 60. We'll go on the lower end. 30 for the track links, that's 90. Another $6 plus maybe, you know, $1 for that. So you're looking at about $100.
Yeah, which is...
I don't think that's worth $100.
Far less than...
Well, yeah, Brickmania would sell it for like
yeah.
$300.
Yeah.
So.
And if you wanted to go with a different... You wouldn't have to use Brickmania track links. You could try something else. And also, this only uses, I think, 86 track links. So you don't need all 150. So if you had... You would have some track links left over for your next build, so that lessens the bite of how much it costs a little bit. But it's a very unique piece of history, and you know, the only thing I don't like about it is I thought the wheels were a little cheesy.
The wheels are a little
cheesy, but they're growing on me.
Crooked. I don't know about the wheels. The whole wheel thing is just a little sus, but
yeah.
But yeah. Overall, it's
that's a minor gripe. All right, so you've pleaded with them to subscribe.
Yep, and I guess we'll see you on. Yeah, you right now. Make sure that that red button is gray. And if it's red, you need to cook it and demolish the button and make it gray.
So I guess we're all giving 4 enthusiastic thumbs up to the Jagdpanzer 38.
I would give
the
it
Hetzer.
3.
All right, that's pretty good.
All right, well, we'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share on all notifications, and we'll see you later.